I'm Louis Turner. I'm a first year film student at Bournemouth University.
And what? Oh, and what's your hometown?
I'm from Bath, sorry. Yeah, from Bath.
Would you like to tell us about your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so I run a self-named YouTube channel. I pretty much just post lifestyle and kind of short film videos on there, just to kind of keep myself entertained and give people advice.
Okay. So, can you remind us what course you're doing at Bournemouth University?
Yes, I'm doing BA film. So
So, why did you choose your course?
I chose my course because, I'm really into filmmaking, mostly the camera work aspect of it. And I think after looking at other universities, Bournemouth had the best facilities, the best after you finish your degree, the support for that, the kind of the career path you can get into, and all round, it's a nice place to live. I think it just ticked all the boxes for me, so
Okay,
decided to come
so
here.
you said you're in your first year, so you're just finishing off your first year now.
Yeah,
What do you think of your course?
I love it so much. I can't bash anything about it at all. I think it's been brilliant because you've got loads of freedom with it. So you're not just following a criteria. You kind of choose what you want to do and make it more entertaining to yourself. So that's definitely the best part.
Okay, so did you come from a college or sixth form background?
Sixth form.
So, what what subjects do you think you could do in sixth form or college to help you with this course? Or did you do any subjects that helped you with this course?
Yeah, so I kind of narrowed it down a bit. I went for my sixth form A levels, uh, A level film studies, photography, and media studies. So they're all very kind of the similar kind of
Hmm.
aspect of, you know, creating work and putting it out there, kind of with the camera
Would you
work.
say that
But
gave you an advantage?
I'd say so. I think it gave me that kind of, before we even started, the learning about how films are produced and the
Hmm.
camera work and just the whole, the film industry definitely gave me a bit of a head start.
Would you suggest any other subjects maybe to help you either better or worse?
Probably English literature or language because there's quite a lot of essay writing in film, a lot of analyzing stuff. So, learning about analyzing different pieces of text or media will definitely help you out a lot and make the essay writing task a lot easier.
Okay, so you said you go to Bournemouth University. Let's talk
Yeah,
about the best and worst things about Bournemouth University. What are some of the worst things about going to Bournemouth University?
it's hard to name them to be honest. Worst things about Bournemouth University. Um, Probably the worst thing was that the student village is about a 10-minute bus ride to the actual campus. So if you want to do late night study, you'd have to kind of plan in advance when you were meant to leave or get a taxi. Um, I can't really think of anything else
Could you explain what you
worse
mean
about
by
Bournemouth.
the student village is a 10-minute journey?
Oh, student village. Sorry, I meant where all the student accommodation buildings are. So the campus is, you have to get the bus to campus. You
Mm,
can't just walk there. Otherwise, it'd be about, I think, just under an hour.
okay,
Um, it's the distance between the two is probably is a big issue. But
biggest thing.
yeah, if you plan to stay overnight and study,
A bit
that's probably what
long.
you have to keep an
Yeah.
eye out for. Yeah.
So, what are the best things about Bournemouth University?
Best things, definitely the people.
Like the
There's,
people.
it's hard to meet people that aren't nice, and everyone's in the same boat. And I think it's the whole morale at university, especially Bournemouth, is very high, and there's always stuff for you to do. And the societies as well, with the clubs and stuff, they're really, involving, and there's something for everyone.
Okay, so where are you living in your first year?
I was living in Purbeck House.
So, what are the ups and downs of Purbeck House? We'll start with the downs.
The Downs, probably just like the size of the rooms and kind of how old things are. I think the building's about 10 years old, um, and it feels slightly dated compared to other accommodation buildings like Bailey Point in the area.
Mm.
Um, but I
And
think that's about it.
the ups?
The ups. I really like the internet. It was really quick. It's really reliable. It's really high tech. The whole building. It's really secure. Um, and there's uh, really nice views as well. I was 10th floor, so I had a nice view of the sea.
Mm.
But I think that's about, yeah, without going into too much detail, that's probably one of the
And
best
we can go
best
into detail
aspects.
if you'd like. It's really up to you.
Actually, I'm trying to think about anything else. Well, the staff as well, they're really nice and friendly as well. They're really helpful, freshers week, first moving in and kind of giving you advice. And
Okay.
Purbeck House is close to all the shops as well.
So, where are you planning to live next year?
I'm living in Charminster next year in a student house.
So you're moving to a house.
Yeah.
Why have you gone from a student accommodation to a house?
I think it's very much the freedom aspect. I mean, you feel safe living in a building where you've got, security and you've got the key cards to get in and out. I think that's fine for first year, but now I'm in second year. I can bring my own car up to the house. It just feels a bit more, mature, kind of
Hey,
living an adult lifestyle.
in your opinion, what do you think the
Yeah.
best university accommodation is? Or
I've seen
price?
most of them, I think, in the area. I haven't seen Lyme Regis, but it's between Bailey Point and Purbeck House. And in terms of price, I'd go Purbeck House. It's a lot cheaper,
Hmm.
but Bailey Point has um, newer facilities because it's only a year old. So
Hey.
it's down to what you want.
So let's talk about the Bournemouth area. What
Okay.
is the Bournemouth nightlife like?
It's pretty lively. It's pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of going out, but when I do, I always have a good time. Clubs like Halo, pardon me, and Cameo, they're always really popular, and it's decent discounts on drinks. And the music's always really good.
What's the club to go to?
I'd probably go Cameo. I think there's like 7 rooms, so it's definitely something for everyone. I quite like hip hop myself, so it's the
So
basement is one.
what's the club on the day to go to?
I think Mondays you want to go to Halo. I think that's like their own night. I think Cameo Wednesdays. I think Revs Friday. I think.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
What are the shops like in Bournemouth? Is it the basics or have you got a good variety?
Near where I used to live in the student accommodation area, there was an Asda near the train station. Then you've got like a bunch of fast food restaurants and like proper sit down as well. There's a decent selection, but if you want to go for more kind of buying products rather than food, you have to walk into the town centre.
But
But
would you
that's
say
only a
there's a
5
lot
minute
of like
walk.
choice or is it kind of just the basics?
Oh, there's loads. Yeah, loads to choose from. Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
So did you join any societies?
Yeah, I joined the Yoga Society and the Film Society.
And what did you think? Were they the societies to join?
For me personally, I really enjoyed them. I mean, it might not be for everyone, but for what you have an interest in, there's always going to be a club for it. Because on Freshers Week, there's just everything.
So
So
can you
it's
tell
hard to
us
choose.
what Freshers Week is and what you do?
Freshers Week is kind of the first week before um, the academic year starts, where you kind of get a feel for everything and meet new people. And I think every night there's like a club event going on if you're interested in that. And during the day, the university runs kind of events where you can go network and get a feel for what's going to happen in the year above.
And do you think you should go to Freshers?
Yeah, 100%. I think if you didn't, you'd be a bit confused starting the first year without it.
And in Bournemouth, do you have a job yourself while you were at university?
Yeah, I have 2 jobs when I was at uni. I worked with a student marketing company where I did posts for Amazon Prime student events, where running stuff like that and getting more engagement with the company, and also the accommodation building which I lived in, Unite students. I made YouTube videos for them, giving advice to uni students.
Okay. So you said you went from sixth form to university, meaning
Yeah,
you chose university over apprenticeship slash going right into work. Why did you
yeah.
make this choice?
So I did actually apply for one apprenticeship with the BBC, but then I didn't actually get that in the end, which kind of narrowed it down. But I think I was a constant debate between uni and an apprenticeship because I don't want to live at home. I wanted to live out somewhere new and meet new people. And I'm pretty glad now I stuck with the university. It might be expensive, but I feel like you're going to get that uni lifestyle, when
Okay.
you're young, and it's a bit more exciting than living at home and going to a 9 to 5.
Do you think that kind of like what kind of pushed it was like the uni lifestyle and kind of just the experience of university is its own
Yeah,
thing?
completely. Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell us more about your YouTube?
So I started my YouTube channel in I think 2015, and it kind of stemmed from gaming videos and turned into kind of me vlogging and producing videos, yearly videos, and then daily vlogs and that kind of thing. And now it's turned into a more lifestyle channel where I just give advice to people on certain things, or my daily routine, or how I keep myself stress free, and it's kind of gone with the flow and kind of choosing what I want to put out.
Okay. So obviously we're having a video call as we can't meet in person.
Yeah.
due to COVID-19. So
Hmm.
how are you holding up during COVID-19?
Um, I'm very happy, to be honest. I'm quite happy to be on my own and kind of in my own space. I lived in my flat up until the end of the second semester, and I was on my own completely. And I don't know, I was fine with it. I had, you know, video calls every day. I was able to have the kitchen to myself, and I've always been quite happy, on my own. So it's never really been that straining on my mental health at all. And now I'm back with my family in the house, so it's, I'm happy now.
Hey, and how has COVID-19 affected your course?
So our course is very practical, so it's a lot of film shoots going on, and COVID-19 has prevented a lot of those from happening. So we'd have to postpone, all of our film shoots to next year, which is going to keep us a bit more busy than
Behind.
we intended to. But we're still doing online work and lectures at the moment, so that's fine.
So it's not too bad then.
No. Yeah, so in this interview, we kind of spoke about what my experience was like in first year, what advice I can give to freshers coming in at the start of 2020 in September. I think if you want to follow me over on Instagram, it's just at Louis Turnah. My Facebook is just, I don't know, YouTube is just Louis Turnah on the first result that pops up. And you can head on over there if you want to see more of me at all. So,
Hey, so if you just
yeah,
want to end the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Calvin.